news item where VIP bus, two VIP buses actually, had actually collided.
Are you sure they were VIP buses or the colors look like?
No, it was actually
okay.
they had written VIP on the buses. It wasn't colored. It was VIP written on it, and then I was like, God, I thank you. Let me say it again one more time. God, thank you, because this road. Oh no!
People go.
It has gotten worse.
It has gotten
worse. All these long vehicles, these big cars trying to overtake each other. Like,
it is a matina way, matina come and drive way. Ako Accra answer by the next day. That's a MB before I'm 20,000. I'm born in the
Oh, Kabir, you deserve it.
Anyway, I'm joking. Debbie says Accra Road here, the speed is just too much. Hey, Kujuma says only God will blessing. Anyway, let's get into our trends for the morning.
Yes, anyway, we're starting off with our entertainment stories, but then later on, I know Nana Kwame Bediako is trending, so maybe we'll get into it a little bit. But there's something very, very important I want us to talk about. We're going to do it lastly, Kra. Okay. So our first entertainment story, I know we all know Drogba, Yellow Star. We know he has been...
He's been sick for a while.
He's been sick for a while. Well, there's a video of him trending where he went for a Miracle Nights crusade. Yeah, that was held on Friday. He was prayed for, and then later on he was seen giving a testimony, talking about how he wasn't able to do a lot of things for some time now, but now he's able to do it. He couldn't stand for long. Right now he's able to stand for long a little bit.
That was after the healing on the night.
Yes. He couldn't walk properly. Now he's walking properly. So it is believed that he's healed healing from everything.
Oh, wow.
And this is where Ghanaians are. This is the power Ghanaians are not happy about.
That's a good miracle. It's the work, the doings of the Lord.
Yes, it's a good miracle. People are asking, how do you authenticate that this is actually healing? Because it's not a hospital.
Well, he would obviously have to go to the hospital to check as well.
I saw someone saying that there were actually medical team there that would check if he's really okay.
Oh, come on.
And then someone came to say the kind of test you do to make sure you're okay.
Exactly. I mean,
ours test too.
These are things, lab stuff. These are not things somebody can look at you in the face and say you are okay.
Yeah,
you're healed.
I think they'll do the basic stuff, probably checking of the heart rate, a couple of things.
Well, we wish him well. We wish he actually gets healed, because I mean the conversation around him and all that has been very disheartening,
especially with the donations.
Yeah, he's been calling on Dr. Baumia to honor his promise and all that. So if there's some healing, then why not? I mean, we should all be happy about that. But we just hope that he goes back to the hospital, runs all those tests to know that yes, indeed,
very well.
He is really well.
Because in the heat of the moment, you get up straight away and walk around and you feel like you're healed and all of that. But I mean, God is good anyway.
All the time.
Moving on to our next entertainment story, 3news.com. Well, someone who is also talking about the fact that he was sick is Kweku Darlington. I mean, we've not been hearing from Kweku Darlington for a while now. And he says, this one, dear, it was a spiritual attack.
Yeah, from who?
From close friends who are now enemies.
From people in the music industry?
No, from close friends who are now enemies.
Close friends?
They were friends, a male and a female. They were friends. And then they had a misunderstanding. So, and I said, oh, you fought with these people.
In the 90 album.
Yeah. So he said he started with his eyes. He would go to the hospital, they check, they'll say, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Start falling sick, you go, they'll say that there's nothing wrong with you. They'll just give you medication. It wasn't working. It took him to go to Atwia Mountains.
Atwia?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
To join a prayer group that, he was, they prayed for him and everything. And then they saw that this is what's causing your illness.
Wow, prayers are really working in this country.
Yeah, so it worked for him. He came back and he started taking his medications again, So as for him, it's not like he left.
Hold on. When he went, they say some people are doing him, in quotes.
Yes.
And he came back.
Yes.
And he took medicine. And the thing went.
I'm not dealing with spiritual aspects, so you have to come back and deal with the physical aspects. So right now,
he's fine. that since the spiritual has been dealt with, he also has to pay attention to the physical.
They are right.
Yes, they are right. Because you can't deal with the spiritual one and leave the physical one alone. The physical one will kill you. Anyway, interesting one on there. Kweku Darlington, Charlie, next time you're in Kumasi, let's talk.
You want to talk to him, man?
Oh yeah.
Right now he's better.
He's one of my friends, though. He has a beautiful song that's been playing almost every day here on YFM.
But right now he's bad. I mean, the whole year is a lot. So
listen, Kweku Darlington is one of my finest artists.
Oh, okay.
Like if you listen to his music, the sense he makes in all those songs, maybe today you have to pay attention to him. Listen to some of his songs, you would understand. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next.
Okay, moving on to our next story, our next entertainment story. This is actually interesting. Very, very interesting. Because there was a discussion on GH1 Toast, and one of the pundits, that's a woman, a lady, well, she stated that, you see, most men are not happy.
Why?
Because it's settled for women. Yeah, with like 9. Why is my 9 out of 10 men settle for women they are married to? They don't go for women they are interested in or women they are really attracted to.
Who is this? Who is this lady?
Gayobi Achawa. Yeah, she's just a pundit. She's an entertainment pundit.
Okay.
And then she stated that 9 out of 10 women, that 9 out of 10 men settle for women. Cause
did she do any research?
No,
did she do any research?
I mean, she knows what she's talking about.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I personally have heard this before.
The fact that you've heard it before
from men.
Listen, the fact that you heard it before doesn't mean that 9 out of 10. What kind of statistics is that?
I've heard from men themselves.
My problem is that people spew some of these things, we accept it and we let it live with us.
Nobody's accepting it.
We make it look like that is. Then you wouldn't have been reading.
No, nobody's accepting it.
Then you wouldn't have been.
So I was actually coming to ask you guys.
That
is it true
that
you settle for women?
He says 9 out of 10. Right?
Yeah.
So you want to say that if you pick the entire YFM, pick 9 guys.
All the most
pick 10 guys.
Yeah.
You mean 9 out of them settled for women?
Yes.
Because
bottom the chair or bound in it.
Oh really?
So mostly they don't get the type of women they really want,
and what
because
are the type of
they don't
women?
really have money. Maybe they are looking for someone like Hajia Bintu, but they know they can't afford Hajia Bintu.
Everybody is looking for somebody like Hajia Bintu?
No, it's an example.
Who told you everybody is looking for Hajia Bintu?
No, it's an example.
Everybody is looking for.
It's an example.
And Anama Mark Brown.
It's an example.
Obi to Anama Mark Brown crowd who nyane, but 1,000 people might be chasing her. I mean, so when they draw these conclusions and say 9 out of, that's bullish.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why are you emotional about this?
I'm not emotional. My concern is how people spew anything.
Because of the statistics she added to.
Exactly.
Okay, so she could have just said
any research.
She could have just said, "Oh, some men settle for women because they don't." Okay.
Of course.
Okay, let me correct it for her.
Don't correct it. That's what she said, and you are saying what she said. So why do you want to make it new? You want to start your whole conversation? Good morning, Kojuma. He says,
Hey.
Please, your time is up.
My time is up, but this is actually a very, very important conversation. I'm sure we all remember when our president put his presidency on the line to fight Galamsey.
Yeah.
Right now, we are here. We are here.
But there's no Galamsey happening. Is it happening?
It is happening.
Where? Show us evidence. Where?
Okay, so over the weekend, Belamundi and TV3 team went to River Pra.
Yes.
And then they were speaking to some of the the water is dirty.
That is as a result of the things that have been done for years. It's not what is happening now.
It's still happening.
Show us evidence.
Recently,
the president says, show us evidence.
Recently, there was this journalist, I want to remember his name. They went on site and arrested 2 Chinese men. We are seeing
they were not minding.
They were just I don't do that. The Ghana Water Company has said several times that it will get to a point where we are going to import water into this country. Some parts of the country are now experiencing water shortages because of these things.
Because
they
those activities
are actually
have been
watering our crops with the water, and then you've not come out to even apologize to us that Overcatcher, so you are putting your presidency on the line. You've not been able to solve the issues of Galamsey. President Akufo-Addo is excellent.
But this is a collective fight.
No, but he put his presidency on the line. So if you have failed, there should be a form of communication.
Who told you he has failed?
He has failed.
How?
the water, the effects are there. No, cause and my many break because there's been water shortages in parts of the country.
Does it affect
very
you?
Serious.
Does it affect
you? It's definitely going to affect me very soon.
How?
They are watching our crops. Don't I eat some?
No, you are always buying imported food. How does that affect you?
And I don't do that. And why?
And so no one say no. Too good. See, the Chinese people you are talking about, they were not doing galamsey.
They were doing what?
They went for chino chino. Do you know chino chino?
What is chino chino?
You don't know chino chino?
I'm just saying that.
No, you don't know chino chino.
What is chino chino?
Hey, you don't know peace. You didn't peace.
The dog?
And
then you call the dog?
Yeah, you call the dog. You go into the bush. They go and do chino chino. You see kusi there. They chino. That's chino chino.
We're going to catch bush.
So so the two of them, the Chinese, they went to do chino chino.
Anyway, if I say I'll mind you this morning, I'll transfer my anger to you. If I mind you, I'll transfer my anger to you. I'll transfer it to you.
No, you see,
please.
This is something.
Let's be very mindful of the promises we make before coming into government. You come, you make a promise as huge as this, and to date you've not spoken about. You've not seen any proof. Haven't you seen our water bodies?
Did you think the president was going to step down because the Galamsey has not stopped?
See, anyway. Even if right now I don't even see any steps that's being taken to curb this.
Over the weekend I tweeted, and for anyone, for whatever I'm doing this morning, I'm just playing the devil's advocate, but anyone who follows me on X knows that I tweeted about this over the weekend. Now, they are not mining in the bushes or in the forest any longer.
Yes.
They are doing it open places. See, when you are driving to Konongo or you are coming from Accra, you get to Konongo, just by the roadside.
It's there.
Just by the roadside.
And the roofing sheets are Shadakataho.
Initially, no roofing sheets in any hole. So I must start air cordon off that area with roofing sheet. Just by the open. Listen, our people drive in Pennyfono whenever they are coming to Kumasi with their convoy and all that. They drive through that end. They see it. If you see all the pit and you see I'm told there's a river there, river Owerri or something. I don't know if I got the name right, but there's a river there. They've divert. How do you divert in Suokwai? And then they are digging in the open. Trust me, the MCs, the whatever, they are all aware. They are
seeing it,
but nobody is saying anything about it. And you know, to say the roadside if you are going to lake, no one at Tonsuechi say now the other side. You see, just by the roadside, they are digging like people are.
Anyway,
on my own. When nature decides to actually fight back, and this is not new, there are places where it's already having repercussions on them. The Ghana Water Service, they've complained.
They have released a statement.
Because
they released a statement on Saturday.
The amount of money and chemicals they have to use to actually try to clean this water before we're able to drink. They are not even getting
enough water to clean safe. Right now,
no, but have you seen the water that gets
where we are not getting water to clean again?
Have you seen the water that actually gets into those machines for them to distill? Brown. Initially, if you were getting clean water, see, when my parents and I went to live at Kote for the first time, there was this water called Atwia, and you wouldn't go to that river on a particular day and all that. This is in Sua now Timiko, like it can just obey me as a binoano. It was under this shade, like in Driebias and Sune Daho. You can go there today, go there. Anybody who is around Kote or Chimbiase should go to Atonsuya and see. Like it's crazy. You
spend billions of money on unnecessary things.
And you wonder what is happening. Nature will definitely fight back, and when it fights back, it will be disastrous for us.
I think they are sending their children and wives and family members out of the country, so we should stay.
No, you see,
and then
you see, when you see River Pra, for instance, like in so many movies, there's no water moving. And
when Bella was speaking to the farmer was like, all the other rivers in the area, at first. They could drink it, you could use it for a lot of things. Now they can't do it for anything. They can't use it for anything.
You can't even get fish from it.
I saw a documentary some time ago where they were actually fishing in the one of the polluted rivers.
And the fish in the crowd was deformed.
Yes.
I think in Erastus Asare, Donko did that. Yeah.
And then you're telling me that we
crazy.
don't see how serious the situation is and we are still making different promises. What is more pressing than this issue?
And anyway, well, your time now, Pahon Baby. Yes, it would be a year, a bishop, a band of crumb. And yes, hey, Ghana. Well, anyway, international soccer bet say, or my do my ding. International Kakra, now the betra, yeah, Peso be losing in that. Soccer bet, so listen. When you bet with us on Soccer Chance, we are giving you 3 times your stake, especially when you have lost, because we know that it's tough. Now, what do you see?